Hey, what's going on? What's happening? How in the world are all of my fellow quarantinians doing? Quarantinians. I just made that word up. So, I wanted to pop on and give a couple of social media tips. Want to give a couple of social media tips. You guys digging this new background? I like this new background. So, the social media tips that I have are as follows. What's up, Atlas 128? Joe Ingram. Yes, social media tips. So, look, this happens on a daily basis. Greg Crane, how you doing up in Canada, eh? So, this happens to me on a daily basis, and I want to help some people with this. Bob Donnell, my dear friend. Mark Rodriguez, my brother. How you doing? So listen, Corey Calvin snuck in there. Didn't even see you there. What's up? What's up, Glow? 17 years of sobriety today. Good job, Glow Favreau. 17 years sober. That is awesome. That is awesome. So I want to talk about something that happens a lot. And listen, it doesn't bother me that much. Most people have their Facebook feed set up. Hey, Tammy Woodard, how are you? Most people have their Facebook set up. So, and it's not for me. It was Glow. Glow has 17 years. Today is not my sober birthday. That is in August. Congratulations to Glow. She has 17 years sober. So most people have their Facebook or whatever set up. So if somebody tags you, you have to approve it. I have to approve before I let somebody their post go on my timeline. And if I allowed every post on my timeline, my stuff would get buried. And so I don't allow everything on my timeline. In fact, most of the time, people will say, hey, do you care if I tag you in this post because it's relevant for you? If it's relevant for me, yeah. I mean, if it's not, I'll just say no, please don't. I don't want, like, I get people that tag me all the time, every day, and I don't allow a lot of it on my timeline. So, and look, go tag Grant Cardone. He allows 0 on his timeline. Stop tagging people. Like, it's not necessary. First, put out good content. Come up with some good content and put out good content and let your social media grow organically. You don't have to tag people to get attention. You can just put out good content. I'm telling you that tagging people is a surefire way, especially if you tag somebody and then they go in and remove the tag. It's telling Facebook that you're tagging people and it hurts you in the algorithm. So don't tag people unless it's something that, like, I do. Like, I did a video for Mark Victor Hansen and his wife, and I took that and I tagged them because it was a video for them and they appreciated that. Somebody does a video for me and they tag me, hey, Ken Walls, I made this for you, blah, blah, blah. I'm done with that. That's cool. And it's an inside joke that Mike Phillips and I have that, he every time he sees me, he tags me. I love that dude. He's funny. But because I came on one time and I'm like, I only tagged you today so people would follow. You tagged me? Corey Corey, poop. He meant poop. I know that's what he meant. I didn't even know you tagged me. Hey, Pam Aubrey. That was an accident. I clicked on you, but there you are. So, hey, wasn't an accident after all. So listen, it's cool to tag people if you're trying to edify them or you're trying to, but I have people that are like, hey, go check out my newest post about my business or my whatever. And they tag me on, now, if it's an influencer tagging me, that's one thing but they know what they're doing. I'm just saying that you've got to be careful who you're tagging. And if you're tagging all the time, be careful about it, for real. Be careful. And I again, you don't have to listen to me. Keep tagging away, man. Like, but it's not working. I promise you that it's not working for you. So that's number one. Number two, my second tip is be ready for this. Be authentic. Be authentic. Joe, I'm sending you something right now, brother. Be authentic. Be real. Be real. Be yourself. Don't try to be something you're not. Just be real. Pam Aubrey, I'm going to take my hat off to you right now. Last night, Pam did a live stream, and she was unbelievably authentic. She was speaking from her heart, and you could tell, and she literally was crying. And I'm not making fun. It was amazing. She literally was so into it, so feeling it, so authentic and real that it brought tears to her eyes, and she cried. And so, being real, being authentic is so important when you're trying to use social media and live streaming. I recommend live streaming because of that number one factor. What happened to the palm trees? I'm just changing it up, Carrie Lynn Carter, just changing it up a little. We'll put the palm trees back. There we go. We're back. See? There. It's there. So be authentic. I started the tip number one being stop tagging everybody. Like when I see that I've been tagged, I'll look at it and it says you and 97 other people have been tagged. I'm out, dude. I don't care who it is. I remove the tag. I click remove tag. It's a waste of time. And a lot of people do that. I have business partners and friends and people that, Corey Calvin, if Corey tagged me, Corey's got the thumbs up to tag me. Corey's got the thumbs up to tag me. We're partners and we work together. He's a client of mine, right? Pam is a client of mine. She tags me on something. More than likely, I'm gonna allow it on my timeline. But man, you start tagging like 42 people. You and 42 other people were tagged. Let's see what this dude has to say about it. What's up, Joe Ingram?
Hello. I have to go jump over. I was watching you, so I have to go pause it. Sorry. Amateur move.
I yelled at you once. Carrie Lynn Carter says I wouldn't yell at you. Come on.
I believe you, Carrie Lynn.
So like when and Jeffrey Wolf says I'm tagging someone when sharing their post or video. And Kyle says, do you accept every LinkedIn connection? No, I do not. I used to, and that stuff bit me in the booty. How about you, Joe?
Not the good way either. No. So I don't. I used to accept everything on LinkedIn, but I don't anymore because as soon as you do, immediately following comes in the hi, I can do this for you. I can do this for you. I can do this for you. And you get all of these, just a barrage of it. I was showing somebody the other day, like 4 pages long, 4 pages of just scrolling through every business proposition they could come up with. And I was like, wow, you guys are horrible.
You know, I'm in,
Hi,
in
gorgeous Pam.
website. I'm in website development, have been a long time, and it's crazy, man. And they're getting really tricky, man. They're using like American names. Is that a thing? American names? They're using
I see what you're
American
saying.
English names like Joe Ingram, and
Right.
they're and they're like, they send me a friend request, and I go and I look at it, and it says they're in web development and all this stuff, and I dig a little deeper, and their domain is in India or something. And then I get like I almost never. I never ever accept a friend request on LinkedIn if it says web development, because I know what's coming. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Joe? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Were you trying to get onto my beach, dude?
Yes, I was looking for it. The beach had to be somewhere.
Look, I'm feel like I'm in your office. So, what about when somebody does a Facebook post and they tag you and 38 other people? How does that make you feel?
So for me, again, I always question what's their intent. So if I'm in the video or I'm in it, that's fine. But if you're just posting me because you want access to my network,
yeah,
then I'm not crazy about it, and I remove it. And so I get it all the time because for some reason Facebook thinks my brother and I are the same person. And so every time he posts a picture, I get that little disclaimer thing. It's up there and goes, "Do you really want to add this to your timeline?" And I'm like, "Why? It's not me." But he is ruggedly good looking, and we share that. So
you both have a face made for radio.
That's a true statement.
I'm just playing. So yeah, man. And you know, the two tips that I'm giving are, number one, being authentic, being yourself, being real, not trying to be something that you're not. Just be real, man. Like
that's what Instagram's for. If you want to be fake,
right? Do you
go
ever
to Instagram?
But don't you see people on live streams that you're like, that's not who you are?
Or worse, that is who they are. Right? See, I said that before Weldon can say it for me. Right? He's like, the sad part is that is who Joe is. He is always that way.
That's hilarious, dude.
But
ruggedly, for sure.
There you go. Now look at that picture. Look at me. I don't understand. I don't see it. See, I don't see it.
Let me see.
He smiles bigger than me.
So.
But no, I think it's wrong to try to jump into somebody else's network for your own personal gain.
Yeah.
It's really cheesy, and it just doesn't represent you or your brand well, and it's going to get you blocked and unfriended, so you can't do it. So
Weldon was typing it. He said,
I knew it. Weldon.
And so stop tagging people, man. And you know, Mike Phillips heard me. I don't know if he saw it on Instagram once, or I may have done a video saying, stop tagging me on everything just so you can get in my feed. Like, and so Mike Phillips now, every time he sees, he'll tag. He randomly tags me throughout the year, just as an inside joke kind of thing.
He is good people though, so it's okay.
He's awesome. I love Mike.
It's not like it's some of my posts where you're like, oh no.
But like Mike's not putting up an ad for his business or his charity or his whatever and tagging me and you and everybody else he knows. He's got more class than that. And it is a class thing. So you can raise your class. Trust me, you have no idea where I started. Like, you can level up, but you got to like, that requires taking different actions. And one of those actions would be,
I'm not ready to do that. Okay, this whole elevate yourself. No,
I know.
I wasn't talking to you. Stop tagging people. Yes, stop tagging people. Yes. Hey, yeah. Ryan Katie had a good comment over there. I'm not knocking Instagram. I'm just saying the older generation is not about fronting.
Right.
Okay, so I'm not. I have friends with Lambos, like Ken when he's in Ohio. The
Yeah.
scene behind him, he has his Lambo there.
Yes.
Right. Some friends have Maseratis, but I don't go there, and I don't take pictures next to their vehicles and put it up on Instagram or Facebook.
Right.
So I know I've seen a lot of people that will be taking pictures outside with somebody else's car in this whole point of doing that. But I love Instagram. Instagram on my time spent is 4 times more than Facebook, and you guys know how I am on Facebook.
Wow.
So that Sunday night report that they send me on my phone that says, here's your screen time usage. I'm like, scary.
Oh, sorry.
Wow. Am I boring you?
Yeah.
Am I boring you right now? Hold on. Let me tag you on how to stop yawning.
You know,
online.
since I've been doing all these live streams till 3 a.m. with Glenn, I got to get back on the right schedule here. But, you know, I just, you know, it happens every single day where somebody does it for live stream purposes and for, you know, look, if I'm going to go live and I want to, well, I don't use my phone to do live streams typically, which is the way that you can tag. So, you know, I just don't do that. In this program I use, you can't tag. So,
right.
You know, but if I was going to tag, like you know, the plan, you can if you plan it out and then go and edit the post, but you know, and I'll tag you, you know, or I'll tag whoever I'm going live with. That's different. That's not the same.
That's the people that are involved with you in the post.
Right.
Makes sense.
Or I take a picture of you and I, like I could do right now. Here, I'm going to do it. Ready? Smile. I'm going to do a screenshot. Hold on. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. Get ready. Okay. Ready? Smile. And now maybe I'll use that later.
Well, of course.
And tag you.
I'm sorry. The 2 people on Facebook that have the most duplicated accounts you just put on the same picture. Okay. I had 21 accounts last year on Instagram that were made on mine, and dating profiles and Facebook pages, all that stuff. And so only 2 this year. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think I've lost my appeal.
Dude, Bob Donnell is awesome, man. I love that dude.
But you have to space it out more, Bob, because he'd say, you guys are too funny. Only all the time. So you got to throw it out there. You know, Glenn goes on live after you because he's getting really good at this stuff.
He won't tonight. He's teaching he's got 2 12-hour days back to back. So yeah.
No, Samuel Sneed, go for it. Go for it. Especially when the bike's like half your size, everybody goes, right. He's totally killing it. Yes.
I mean, look, again, if I'm going to take a picture with you, or you, me, and Bob are together and we take a picture and I put it up, I'll tag you guys, right? That's different. But just if I go, hey, I build websites and I've never done anything for Joe, but I did this one over here and I tag you, like, right. Dude, what? Stop that stuff. And you would even call me and go, dude, did you accidentally tag me, right? It's like, you didn't mean to do that.
I wouldn't use nice words though.
Right. I know.
Yes.
Because it's like, just stop, man. You're using it for business purposes. How about this? Who said it? Somebody said it. I think it was Ryan said it. Hang on. Somebody said it up here.
Ryan said we were adorable. That's all I'm going to hold on to that comment.
He said totes adorbs.
Right.
Is that what that means?
Totally adorable.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm going to go with it. I'm on the air. He's not. Right? Make this up as I go.
So
I'm going to answer Carrie Lynn Carter's comment right there. Yes. So get this. This person goes on, takes my information, goes on to a dating app someplace, right? And then hits on somebody I went to high school with. Right?
No way.
And I went to high school many moons ago.
Who was the lucky feller?
Yeah, it was Bob. No. We got to bring Bob in, talk about that story. But no. So this person gets it and starts talking to the person, and he's just talking away, and we're like, "Thank you, Miss Pam." And I'm like, and so she sends me these screenshots where the guy's saying that my wife died and all this, like I didn't update Facebook with, "Hey, funeral coming," right? And so, but he's got his own profile, given all this stuff, and all of them for some reason want iTunes gift cards. I don't know, maybe that's the best currency for overseas. So then she sends me the screenshots, and I'm like, "Wow, what the hell is this?" I'm like, "What app is it?" She told me, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
so not Grindr, and I said, "Okay, what's going on?" So she goes back and forth, and for like 2 weeks, she finally ends up getting this guy to show him the picture of him in Nigeria.
Yeah,
that went through, but he was saying all this stuff, and she finally had to tell him, she's like, "You need to send me your picture." And he goes, "This is my picture." And she says, "You actually picked somebody I went to high school with that I see on Facebook lives all the time. This can't be you." And so he finally went, "Here I am," and a picture of him.
Wow.
Welcome.
I told you I forget what the number was. It was like 20 something in one day on Facebook. In one day.
Dang,
I was like,
you pissed off somebody real.
I mean, dude, it happens all the time. I can go in right now and you know what? Now Facebook is saying, I'm getting text messages, but Facebook is saying that that they're the ones I'm reporting now, they're saying, well, there may be a long period of time before because of the virus before they can review it.
Because computers don't work well with viruses.
Well, you know what? I mean, what's crazy about that is that they have this facial recognition software. Like if I put ours up there, it may want to automatically tag you, or it may even possibly notify you that I uploaded a picture with you in it. Do you want to tag yourself? But that's very sporadic. It's not all the time. Like,
correct.
When
mine's Instagram. Mine is on almost every one of them was on Instagram, other than I got the one that said the dating site one that came up. And then when I did the Google search for most of my profile pictures, that's when you go and you find all these other pages that have it. So
it's insane, man.
And I went to Nigeria like maybe 3 times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I used to be a prince in Nigeria. But I went to gave away all my money.
I didn't want to pay to transfer it, so I went because my uncle from there needed to bring it over. So I just went there to go pick it up. But
I know, I gave away all my money, so I lost my royalty card.
Sad.
Yeah, I know. So, dude, number one, be authentic, be real. Just be real. That's the biggest tip I could give anybody on, especially live streaming. Number 2, stop tagging other people, man, unless it's relevant to them. In other words, it's a picture of you and them. Not, I mean, I've had people go, "Hey, I'm in Ohio." They take a picture of the Ohio sign and they'll tag me. That's even okay. Like, okay, yeah, that's cool.
That's what DMs are for.
Ohio. Huh?
That's what DMs are for.
Right. I mean,
send it to me in the DM. Don't post that I'm with you and your ugly family. Come on. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see
that. So Bob Donnell said that was number 2. I actually, Bob is texting me. That's why.
Bob, that's rude.
I have it written down. Number 1, be authentic, but that's not where I started. I started with the don't tag others. But number 1 that I started this with is stop tagging people. Like, just stop. Now, if it's, again, relevant, related to, you took a picture with them, you're doing a live stream with them in the live stream, not hoping they'll show up and watch your live stream or hoping they'll click OK and put your live stream on their wall. What you have to do is you have to create content that people like. And if you create content that people like and you come on and you go, hey, Bob Donnell, Carrie Lynn Carter, Jeffrey Wolf, how you guys doing? Hey, if you appreciate this content and you find it valuable, would love it if you shared this out. Would love that. Would absolutely love it if you shared this out. Would be so grateful. Thank you. And I don't have to tag them.
No.
All I have to do is, and if they think my content sucks, A, they don't have to watch it, and B, they don't have to share it. And they don't have to feel all icky because I tagged them in a post. Like that Jeffrey already shared. Look at that. Bam.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey
you,
is
Jeffrey.
the man. He's the man.
I just shared right now. It's a little late, but
wow. You didn't consider your input in this live stream valuable enough?
I wasn't tagged in the actual beginning, so it just says Ken Walls is live.
Look, Eric Swanson. Hey, the two dudes.
He left out the word sexy. I think we determined that earlier in the beginning. Right?
Oh Lord. So
Mama always said that. Sexy is as sexy does. Yeah.
Do you agree though that people should focus more on putting value in their content, providing valuable content than Bob Donnell shared? Thank you, Bob. You rock, dude. You rock. If your content's valuable enough, like you're a sales trainer, right?
Correct.
What type of sales training do you do?
I specialize in taking virtual prospects and turning them into real live customers that buy things. So get them off social media, get them off of internet, get them off the phone into your brick and mortar.
Right. So if that's relevant for my business and you're putting out constant and good content, I'm going to stumble across one of your live streams or something of yours, right? And if I watch it, I engage in it, and you engage back with me. Like I say, what's up, Eric Swanson? Frank Ingram's in the house. He thinks you're the teacher's pet, dude. Like when you're doing that, and here's the psychology part of it. Not that I'm a psychologist, because I'm not, but I truly think that there's some psychology in this. If I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you and I go, oh my God, I love you too, Becky. You rock, Becky. And
Becky,
I really
careful with the autocorrect. It changed Joe to Ken. Got to watch that, people. Pay attention.
I know. But when you actually engage with your audience and say hi to them, and you're engaged with your guests, like I'm talking to Joe right there. I'm talking to Joe, like, it's like, oh, that's just so
Valentine's Day picture.
People appreciate you mentioning their names. They feel like, wow, I'm going to share this out. He messaged, or Weldon's throwing me
Weldon,
off.
Your autocorrect changed too. It changed Ken to Joe. We know that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Carrie Lynn said that was awkward. Yes. So, and
subtly erotic.
No. Wrong 3 letters. You meant Bob, right?
Nice, Bob.
So dude, what else? What other social media tips? What do you have?
So one of the things I don't like very often is watching people regurgitate the same thing. So they take a post and then they'll post it again later, and then they'll post it again later, and they'll keep the same post, right? And so they'll go in and reshare something to put it back up to the front, and so that I'm not crazy about. So it's yes. Notice it's 2 of them, 1 for each of us. Yes. So
I love Becky. She's awesome. So,
but resharing, if you just keep resharing the same post, I've seen people. Okay, I did a live stream a month ago, and now I'm resharing it into the group 4 and 5 times, and so to me it looks overly desperate.
Yeah.
But again, if you've got good content, it'll get shared. So
Well,
you're in Ohio, I'm in California. As I'm posting out to my network, if someone shares it, it'll go across, it'll go across, it'll go across. You'll come back and say, oh, hey, look, this is what I'm looking for. And again, I believe in engaging with everybody. I treat everybody like I'm the golden retriever and you just came home.
right.
So, because everybody's okay with a dog that's excited to see him. So I do the same thing.
Oh, Ann just sent me a message. What is up with your live? I'm like, we're live. So I'll tell you one thing that I teach, and that you may not like this. I don't know, but I know it to be a fact. And you may disagree, and I know that that's not a fact. So I teach people to look. Let's say that you go live at 9 o'clock in the morning and you're talking about how amazing your BDC training is, and everybody should sign up for it today, or go sign up for my newsletter today. And then at 3 o'clock, you're like, well, I want to do another live stream. The chances of you having the exact same audience at 3 o'clock that you had at 9 o'clock are slim to none.
Oh,
slim to none. So it's okay to be repetitive if you're doing live streams.
Yes, live stream each time is different. I'm saying taking the same live stream and keep popping it out once a week.
Oh, the same.
Reshare.
No,
right?
Don't do that.
See, we're both brilliant. We don't have to disagree.
That's right. I mean,
it was gonna feel bad. It's your live stream, and you were gonna be wrong. And so
yeah, I could argue that. So, and the other thing is this is, I think that people also, because they're afraid of making mistakes, of tagging Joe and tagging me and doing the wrong thing. That is a wrong thing, by the way. Just so, should we reiterate that?
And also, don't just add a comment telling me to come look at your stuff, because that's a tag too.
That's a tag.
Right? It's not a tag in the post, but now I get a notification that says so-and-so mentioned you in a comment. And I'm like, okay, and this is something to do with any place else. So Becky, you're wrong.
Becky,
autocorrect.
No.
Autocorrect.
Becky's got it. She's right. Becky, you're right. And she's always right.
Yeah.
I'm never wrong, and she's always right.
I am always right. Once I thought I was wrong, but I wasn't. So it's okay. So,
for example, if I'm promoting a long video, would posting different highlights from the same video be an example of tedious reposting of the same info? No, it would not.
Because you're taking the time to cut out the snippets or the teaser reel, because we have 1.4 seconds to grab their attention.
Right.
Then that's completely fine in doing that.
And that's why I have, I have I have the palm tree, right? I have Big Sexy Joe on my stream with me. Right? Hold on. What was that?
Never be normal. Normal people get normal paychecks.
I love that, dude. Love that. So
I'm on your profile every day. Come on now.
Exactly. So, but that's what I'm talking about is if you do that, you make yourself look foolish. You make yourself look foolish if you're doing things like tagging people, man, like just to try to get your advertisement. Is that how they say it in the UK? Get your advertisement.
I know. Yeah.
On that sounded almost Australian-ish.
No, Australians got to come up a bit more. So you can say, I was out in the outback riding my kangaroo and came up on the other side, and you got a damn advertisement. See, they don't say it that way.
That's hilarious. Weldon. Wow.
Yes.
Just
Different
type in Joe and see if it turns into Ken. Yeah. Anyway, so stop tagging people. You're just annoying them. And I've had people do it so much that I've literally sent them a message saying, stop tagging me.
And then they call you rude.
And then they call me rude. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
And then I block them. Because, sorry, Mom, I'm just not dealing with it.
She is needy.
I'm just teasing, Mom, in case you're watching. So, like, what else? We said the be authentic, don't tag people, stop tagging unless it's relevant. I'm not saying don't ever tag, just so you know. I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't tag if you're trying to get your selfish post on their feed.
Right. No, and I'm thinking, guys, this is a great time for this, because if we're all stuck in the house, this is not my house, but right, and Ken's on the beach. But if you're stuck in your house, we're on social media so much more right now because there's only so much Netflix you can handle. And so when you look at that, the answer is using the right etiquette to go through is going to be there. To me, the answer is now's a great time to learn something better on how you can represent yourself better and get your message out to more people. And so to me, it's a wonderful time. I put up there today, I was going to go live later. I said, I'm going to go live later because I want to do a meeting that says, what do you want to be when you grow up? Right? Because right now you've got a time to hit a reset.
Look at Becky. She's so sweet. And I'm just going to say this. I mean, Weldon is an awesome guy, but I mean, who would you rather be auto-corrected by, Becky or Weldon? I'm kidding.
I don't know.
Love you, Weldon.
Weldon's got that I know what I'm doing professor look going on.
Right, right. What's up, Bruce? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Joe is teaching us about etiquette. Oh, she said adequate, but I think she meant etiquette. So there's that autocorrect. She probably meant Ken.
Mm-hmm. If you're going to clown on somebody, make sure you typed it out right. That's all I'm saying, Carrie Lynn Carter. Hello. Come on now.
So listen, I think that Becky liked that one. Weldon left. He's mad. He's like, that's not fair. Oh, I'm just playing. So look, this is all about how to use social. These are just a couple of tips. You know, for me, it's like it's selfish in a way. Weldon said.
You were just annoyed. Yeah.
It's not that, like, I can easily just click the thing that says remove tag, right? Or hide from timeline, right? Ken's crew would have spelled it correctly. Oh my God.
Can we go one step further and talk about how do you grow your audience a little?
Sure.
Right? Because this is we're giving you tips on social media, right? That's going to save you. But again, just go to whichever influence you are doing that you like, that has the right content.
Yeah.
And engage with them in the comments, and then share their information with an intelligent post about yourself.
Yes.
Now don't say I'm so great and this and me and Andy Frisella go way back. You know, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the message that came in.
Do that.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sitting with my buddy. Yeah, exactly. There's no pictures of you with them ever. But when you look at it, the answer is go in and engage, but don't engage like awesome post.
Right.
Right. That's not an engagement piece. And so I swear there's like maybe 2 influencers that I haven't been able to get in contact with, Ken being one of them, in my Instagram account. Right. That because of the fact that I actually engage with something intelligent about what they're saying. Right. And we begin a dialogue. And if I'm providing value to you, then I don't get blocked. Right. Yeah. And they don't look and go, yeah, let's just ignore this person. But I laugh because I was sitting with somebody the other day. They go, dude, what is that? All those blue check marks. And I said, all the blue check marks are the people that are authenticated, but I can't get authenticated with my 21 fake accounts. But they say, no, Joe, you're not real. Okay. I'll change my name to the real Joe Ingram.
and that's something that I teach in my course is if you want attention, like whatever you want more of, you have to give that first.
Yeah.
Right. You want to be an influencer, go start helping influencers become bigger influencers. I had Mark Cuban retweeted me one time, and it was simple. I read his book, which is an amazing book, by the way. I read the book and I was like, that was really good. So I just took a picture of it with me in it, picture of the book. And I said, if you haven't read Mark, whatever his Twitter handle was, if you haven't read this, go get it now. It's a game changer. Awesome book, something like that. And he freaking retweeted it. I was like, holy crap, Mark Cuban. And I got like 2,000 followers in an hour. It was crazy. Right. So how do you get attention? You've got to give attention. You have to, and not selfishly. When I did that, it was literally just to tell people, hey, go get this book. It's really awesome. And I was hoping Mark would see it, but I never in a million years thought that he would, it freaked me out. It was one of those moments like, oh my God.
He's just being mean right now. Just going to point out there.
Do what?
She's just being mean right now, throwing out extra love for you. But
she's awesome.
So Ann put one out there, and I'm just trying to make sure I got the right one from Ann. How can I be of service? If that's what the lovely statement that comes out, if you're sending that to influencers, that's not going to work. And I'll tell you why. Okay, because I was listening to Steve Sims earlier. He did a live broadcast too, and he said, when you ask me, how can I be of service? I now have to go figure out who you are and what you do to try to determine if you can help me and be of service. He's like, my answer is always, the car needs to be washed, right? That's what his answer is anytime somebody puts it out there, because he says, you're asking me to do work. So if I'm Ken Walls, like I secretly want to be, then I would say, okay, hey, do you need help with your website? I can do this and this and this and this, right? And I throw it out there. So that would be the way I do it. But again, if I don't know what you do, then I can't tell you how to be of service.
That's right. You just do it, like Weldon said.
More love to Weldon.
Like, for example, I used to, when Grant Cardone was, I mean, he was obviously doing well in life. But I was trying to get on his radar, and I kept thinking, how in the world can I get on this guy's radar? I want him as a client. And I've told this story before, but and I was paying him $1,000 a month for Cardone University, and I couldn't get on his radar. I'm like, I call the guy that's my rep at Grant's office. I'm like, dude, you need to get me transfer me over to Grant, would you? And he's like, yeah, no, that's not happening. And I'm like, why, dude? I spend $1,000 a month, and all huffy puffy chested. And he's like, dude,
like Karen, the manager, that wants to see the manager.
Yeah. Right? Relax, Karen. Grant could drop that on the ground and lose it every day and not miss it. Right. And so I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to take a different route. And so what I did was I went to, I had a client that made custom wine and had her make up custom wine bottles with the custom label on there with Grant and his family on the label, and put my assistant on an airplane, and I flew her to Miami and had her wait there for Grant and Elena to walk in that morning. And when they walked in, she was standing there and she had the bottles of wine. And that post is actually right, because Grant went and actually posted this right here on his Facebook page about me, showing the wine, showing my assistant, did a nice little post about it, right? And so how did I get his attention? I got out of myself and I did something for him. I did something that I knew he would like and appreciate. And you know, I got out of myself. I was just like, dude, I love your training. I appreciate who you are, and you're a good dude. And then and he was like, he literally called me that day. It blew his mind. He called me. I was like, wow. So like, how do you get attention? You give attention. You give first.
And if you're sitting there thinking, why would I need to do that for Grant Cardone? Then you're not the person that's going to get the benefits from it. Because if you go, he's rich, he's got this, I shouldn't have to do anything extra to get his attention.
That's right.
Do you know who I am? Well, that means your focus is wrong, right? And we can always find out your focus is wrong when you're worried about you as opposed to the other person.
This guy right here, did you see Judd Burton and I on Sunday? I think it was. We talked on a live stream. That dude,
the one with the compound.
Yes. Were you on there?
I was.
Oh my God.
I always watch you, Ken. Sometimes I just sit underneath the desk and watch, but you know, so you can't tell. But
Becky, I love you. You're awesome. Thank you for your kind words. I really mean that. I'm
going to start texting people to jump on and promote me.
So
Becky's killing it out there. Hey guys, what are you doing? Yes.
Like
jump on, say nice stuff.
Right here. Dude, Judd just said it. If you give a lot, you'll get a lot. And Joe, you're 1,000% right, dude. If you have to be told, if it runs through your mind, why would I ever have to give Ken Walls any attention or Joe any attention? They're getting so much attention. They have fake profiles made with their pictures. They don't need any more attention. You're never going to get where you want to get in life, dude. I'm just telling you right now. Like, seriously, you might as well shut down all of your social media accounts and get off of social media because you don't know how to use it. And if your mind is stuck in that mindset, you're just screwed in life, man. Like, I mean,
a Judd guy's pretty smart.
He's very smart. I mean, very smart. Look, if Judd needs a groundskeeper, I'm available. Hey, I already called dibs on that job. I'm going down. I'll be your pool boy down there, whatever I need to do, man. So you can never have enough attention. That's right. Just have a heart.
Being arrested.
Here, I mean, Becky. Thank you, Becky. I didn't pay her to come on here,
now.
I swear.
Becky, come on now.
She's amazing.
Oh, look, there's one for me. Right, there you go.
$20 for that is so
See,
funny.
But he's in sales too. First one was free. He delivered first, and then he set the ground rules for going forward.
And if he didn't have your same exact last name, it would almost seem authentic.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's on my live call every Wednesday. He's good.
That's
he knows what to do.
So get into the mind. I love that. You brought that up. I love that. What else, man? Give me another tip. Let's give him another tip.
Can we go to start using video more? Right. So again, we go over all the communication styles, right? Body language is your biggest communicator of what you're doing. And if you're going to keep putting it into a post that I have to read, think about this. How many times are you guys going to scroll on an email and you know you're not going to hit that little read more on a Facebook post because it truncated it? If Facebook is telling you wrote too much, then remember that everybody who's going to be looking at it is going to say it's too much to read. And so you got to just shorten it up. Put a video out that says, hey, this is what's going on. This is what I want to do, blah, blah, blah. If you can't keep it to, I used to say 140 characters and then Twitter made it 280. So just try to, again, keep it short and sweet. If not, flip to a video, and a video will always represent you better than the words that somebody can misinterpret and take out of context, unless you're me. And of course, you'll say something you're not supposed to say.
Well, and look, live stream video gets live video, not pre-recorded. Live video gets more eyeballs than any other social media form of social media posting you can do. Right. I mean,
well, again, because why? Everybody that's over here on the right is included. they're included in it, whether you get the comment up or not, because everybody else is commenting on the other side. Like if I'm not on the screen, I'm always commenting and having side conversations, trying to take the attention away from you. But
right. I noticed.
I like that. It's add value to your clients. But to me, if you're going to sit down, think about what you want to post. What's the outcome you want to get from that? Okay.
Yep.
So I had somebody the other day posted up, and it was basically calling somebody else out to fight kind of deal. Very like third grader-ish kind of deal. But he was out there going, oh, you want to do this? And it means he's a grown man calling out another grown man. So then I jump over and private message, not on the actual page, but private message. I said, hey, bro, what's going on with you and so-and-so? And he goes, oh, blah, 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 and lists off all these things in all caps because he's angry, right? And he's going through. And I was like, okay, but do you understand what you just did? If anything he said about you, you just validated. You just made it look that bad,
right? Because
you're validating exactly what he just said.
Yep.
And so for you to be acting childish, to be acting this other stuff. And so then 2 days later, he sends me a message and goes, so what should I do? And I'm like, okay, he calmed down enough to ask for that. Because I'm not going to give him the advice. And then I told him, I said, delete the post, go up there and apologize for immaturity and doing this other stuff. And I said, I'll be the first one to comment and keep it positive. And then you'll notice everybody else will stick with positive. Because if I go blast you as the first comment, then everybody's going to start using it as a blast and think it's okay.
Right.
And then, I mean, he messaged me like right after that. I was like, I never knew I had this many people in my corner.
Right.
And I was like, okay, but we're all here. And guess what? On Facebook, the average user spends 1.1 hours a day on Facebook. So again, don't put out something that's going to bite you later just because for a temporary emotion you just had.
Yeah.
It's like eating the whole bag of Oreos because you wanted to, and then you feel guilty later. Well, nobody knows if you sat at home eating the Oreos, but guess what? Whoever screenshotted the crap up there to send to somebody else has it in their phone.
That's right. People don't think, man. They don't think before they put out social media posts and commenting on stuff, and is what it is, man. If you find yourself in that hole, good luck getting out of it. But I think that first, be authentic. Number one, be authentic. Just be yourself. The market will help you adjust to where you need to be. Like it just will. So just be yourself. Stop tagging everybody. Stop tagging anybody. Let your social media grow organically. Like just put out good content and allow your people that love you and follow you, and they'll share your stuff. You'll get traction if you're just putting out good content. And stop tagging everybody, man. Stop. I don't do it unless I'm going live or it's relevant. Sometimes I go, okay, is this really, really relevant for Joe? Should I tag Joe in this?
Right. Because you're going to lose half the audience if you do.
Right.
Right.
You really are. So,
but again, what are you putting out there? If it's for self-promotion, then go run an ad.
Right.
Weldon will like that one. Right.
Run an ad.
Run an ad for self-promotion. Your posts shouldn't all be that way. And so what is it? The number one complaint that people have for in Facebook is that you post too many promotional things about yourself.
Yep.
Right. So like I've been in this game teaching people sales and everything else. And I will tell you that I am known for being the bacon lover on my page. So every time somebody posts that little video of that kid in the high chair going, oh, bacon, right? One person posts it and I get it like 25 times in my feed. And they're like, Joe, thought of you. And I'm like, hey, let's go back to Joe teaches you how to sell. But bacon is where it's at, and I'm okay with it.
I mean, look, it makes you unique in that way, right? Like people think of you. It's that simple. I get onto people's pages now on their live streams, or I'll pop in and say hi, and somebody goes, "Oh my God, it's Ken Walls, Mr. Breakthrough Walls is here," right? because I have the show and I branded it and all of that. So, you know,
and you're not the Kool-Aid man. We know that. Totally different wall breaking.
Totally different. Totally different.
But
So
what if you engaged with the people that actually tried to engage with you?
right.
Have you noticed that too? You have people that are like, somebody's asking questions, engage, and nobody ever goes back to talk to those people, right? It may take a couple days to get through something.
They'll do a live stream and they'll have, 30 comments and they don't even acknowledge one single time that Weldon wishes he did more self-promotion. Becky loves bacon too.
Right. Now we built a bridge, Becky. You see that? We've built a bridge.
It's a flimsy one made out of bacon, so I'd be careful crossing it.
Yeah.
You may want deeper foundations than bacon. I'm just saying.
Does it get deeper? That's my question to you right there. Because that's what destroys relationships, all right?
Yeah, it does.
If one person doesn't.
Right. So listen, I don't want to stay on here any longer than, we're already at an hour.
No way.
Yes, we are.
You must have been talking for the first 45 then.
No.
Before you brought me in.
I was on for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Ann says Ken always responds to his comments on. I do. I always respond. I don't always go back and type a response on every. I just don't. Like, I'd never get anything else done if I did that. And I know there are people that do that and think that they should do that. I don't think it's necessary.
I noticed you didn't pick Becky's comment now. Because
which one?
Right.
That one there.
That's great. Go up 2.
Oh, this?
No. Down 1.
Oh, this. Sorry.
Well, that's no. The one right above that one says bacon is pretty deep.
And always there. That one. Yes.
No, little boy. I'm watching the same comments you are. Bacon is pretty deep, Ken. Right there, the validation, and then the following one was Frank saying we're family now because now she gets it. So
that's funny.
It's a bond that builds. It's really spiritual.
Dude, how did this go? How did we do an hour already?
I have no idea. Maybe the time setback, like daylight savings or something in the middle.
That doesn't
I have
even.
No clue. I really think there's something wrong with this clock up at the top.
There is something definitely off, man. We didn't do an hour.
Let's ask somebody from the beginning. Did it feel like we wasted an hour of your life? No, because we gave you value.
I mean, right. It's value.
Let's ask Pam. Pam was there in the beginning. Carrie Lynn Carter jumped on right away.
Is Pam still here? I don't think she's still here.
Well, of course not. It's an hour.
God. Ann said go for 2.
No.
Wow.
No, we don't do that till we start at 9 o'clock on the West Coast.
Right.
Then we go because Ken doesn't get to sleep.
6:47 out there, right? It's 9:47 here. I'm done, man. I just want to come on and give a couple of tips, man. And you and I talked beforehand. I said, hey, let's get you on too. So thanks.
And I appreciate you.
You're my brother from another mother. Word. All right. Hey, listen, you guys. Oh, Pam's still here.
That's my girl right there. That's right, Pam.
Awesome.
Did it feel like an hour, Pam? Because we're creeping up on an hour.
We are literally like right on an hour. The message is do not tag Ken. No, that's not the message.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Here.
I need to change my note. What was it? I was with Ann. Don't tag Ken.
Tag me all you want. I love you too, Becky. You're awesome. You interrupted me while I don't eat bacon, so I probably That's awesome. So you interrupted me while I was harassing Joe. So here's the thing. Like, if you're trying to use social media to build your business or build a brand, don't tag. If you're trying to use social media to make yourself look dumb, then do tag everybody.
Yeah.
Do, because then if you're trying to lose friends, tag the crap out of everybody. Do it, because you'll lose friends that way. You can do that, but it's the best and fastest way to lose friends and not build a social media following, presence, or business via social media. Am I right or am I right?
If you looked at it that way, you're right.
Wow.
Dude, we got 20 seconds to jump off of here.
I think
Let's go.
Weldon's upset about the Becky comment.
Yes.
He's mad. Don't be mad, bro. Don't be a hater.
Pam, you got a good point. I want to thank you for that. Gorgeous Pam out there.
Wow. What is going on here?
I owe a lot of money today. I owe a lot of money.
Oh my
There's
God.
so many people I owe money to. Yeah.
All right, we are done. 1 hour. Bam. What's up? We made it. All right, listen, you guys have an awesome night. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with on the Joe and Ken show. Or is it the Ken and Joe show?
KJ, it's your show. I'm just a squirrel in the nut, right? You're the tree. I'm just trying to get there.
See you guys later.
Bye.